Morning. Welcome, everybody. I have a very interesting teaching this morning for you. I have been really enjoying my re-entry to the goddesses. I love the teachings of the goddesses. I love them because they represent all the different aspects of who we are. And this goddess this morning is the goddess Dhumavati. And she's the goddess, I know you'd like this, Veronica. She is the goddess of despair. She is the goddess of when everything falls apart. She's the goddess of when you're crashing, when nothing's left. And so you may be like, all right, see you on Saturday, Sheryl. I'm not in the mood for this one. But she gives you the beautiful boon, right? A boon is a gift from the gods and goddesses. She gives you the beautiful boon of, think about the eternal bag lady or the homeless, the one on the street, the old lady, the crone woman that you turn away from, right? She's too scary because she's dark and she's smoky looking and she, again, the eternal bag lady, which I kind of call myself, but you turn away from her because she's too hard to look at, too difficult, because she has nothing. Like she's completely, taken everything away from her. And that's the energy that Dhumavati reminds us, go up and speak with her, because she has the wisdom. She has the wisdom of what happens when everything is taken away from you. What are you left with? And what we're left with is that eternal divinity, that eternal gift of what it is we came into the world with. Everything else is taken away. Everything else is shed from us. And what we appear with is what we brought into this world. And she's the one that if you give her attention, you give her a moment to look at her, she will whisper the wisdom in your ear. But most of us will ignore her because we don't even want to look at that in ourselves. We don't want to see that moment that we're that bag lady on the street. We don't want to see that moment that everything has been taken from us. We want to see the moments that are so grand and we have all of the material gifts, all the great stuff that we're taking care of ourselves, right? But can we actually take a moment to let all the layers of ourself go and see what truly exists after that? That's Dhumavati. So I'm going to start with a little meditation. Go ahead and close your eyes. She is the forbidden. She is the one who is the forbidden of material wealth. She's the one who, when everything fades away, can you see yourself? Can you find yourself when there's nothing left? So in this meditation, I want you to, first of all, let yourself be. The trick with Dhumavati is to find your enlightened core, your transformative power within hopelessness and failure. And her sound is doom, doom, doom. So begin to bring into your mind an image. And her image is, again, it's not the beautiful Lakshmi goddess that many of us think of. She's old. She's frail. Doom means smoke. She's gray. And she sits on a broken down cart. That cart is also a reminder to us to be in this moment, but to let yourself drop everything. And as you start to visualize Dhumavati, any way you'd like, again, crone woman, bag lady, she has nothing, absolutely nothing. She's dirty. She's the one you turn away from on the street. She's the one you would never approach. She might be crazy, right? But this is the one that I want you to sit face to face just for a moment with. Can we find our eternal strength when everything is lost? Can we find the wealth of who we are inside when everything crashes down? And when you sit face to face with her for a moment, Dhum, 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 Dhumavati, Swaha, Dhum, 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 Dhumavati, Swaha, Dhum, 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 Dhumavati, Swaha. The willingness to be in the burial grounds, to be where death happens, to be where old age comes and goes, to be where we release everything that we're scared of losing. All the things we're afraid to lose, they're gone. And within that, where can you find yourself? And just for another moment, as you gaze into her eyes, even though everything outside of her is dark, her eyes are glowing bright. And this tells you, you look into these clear, neutral gaze. Can you gaze into the face of hopelessness and find the wisdom there? Gifts and failure. Gifts and things that didn't come true. And it might be a little heavy, but you'll become light on the other end. You'll become light on the other end. Just for another minute here. Om, Dhum, Dhum, Dhumavati, Swaha. Om, Dhum, Dhum, Dhumavati, Swaha. Om, Dhum, Dhum, Dhumavati, Swaha. Bring your hands to your heart center as we embrace those moments that we have nothing, hopeless moments, moments where we can't even see in front of us. We engage in the wisdom of the goddess, Dhumavati. Maybe find the eternal gifts. Inhale for the sound of Om, deep breath in. Releasing the gaze of the goddess, releasing your hands down, opening your eyes, and come into child's pose. I've been giving you a lot of mantras these past couple of weeks. One of them resonates with you, write it down or email me and ask me for it again. Find that place inside of you that breathes a little deeper when you shed everything that you think you are or want or need. The freedom comes when you've allowed everything to become empty. Walk your upper body over to the right side of the mat. Extend your left side body. Deeply breathing. I know that when Veronica and I spoke on the goddesses we taught, which we're going to do again, we're going to do some really good teachings on the goddess coming up. But I know that Dhumavati happened to be both of our favorites because she really does stand for our sadness and failure. But her boon is if you get caught up in the fear of success and failure, if I have this now and I lose it later, but if your mind gets caught up on that, go ahead and go to the other side, stretch to the other side, then you'll never be able to be present in this moment. To be present now is to let yourself let go, losing everything. Where this exquisite wisdom hides right here, right now. Good, you guys. One more deep breath here. Come back to center, come onto your hands and knees. Take a little cat-cow or a little hip circles, whatever feels better for you. When everything shatters, what is left? Take a look at that. When everything shatters, what's left? Really nice, you guys. Keep your breath moving here. Beautiful. And then as you feel ready, go ahead and press back downward facing dog. Enjoy your breath here. Drop deep into the breathing body. That broken down cart that she rests on is a moment for us to become very present right now, right here, in whatever's broken. Become present here and now. Good. Drop down to your knees again and stretch your right arm out to the right. Slide your right arm underneath your left, threading that needle. Taking that ear down to the mat. Extending through that left arm any amount, maybe up to the sky or walk it forward. And your breath, your in-breath and your out-breath. Dissolving back into eternity. That's really what our breath does. It brings us back to that eternal self. Feel your body breathing. Take big breaths here. Push the tops of your thighs back and wide, sit bones back and wide, navel in. And come all the way back up and change to the other side. Beautiful, you guys. Threading the needle, second side. Taking that left arm through. Taking it slow, starting out slow, you guys. Talking the other day about Saraswati being the flow of our grace, being the flow of our words. And today, Dhumavati being in that place that just shatters everything. Both go together beautifully. Come on up to your hands and knees, downward facing dog. And you find that eternal flow of Saraswati when everything crashes. Inhale that right leg back and up behind you, down dog split. And then step that right foot forward. Inhale those arms up to the sky. Nice high lunge. Make sure your right knee is pointing right at that second toe. And then bend your elbows wide, you guys. Arms up to the sky. Bend those elbows wide. Lift the elbows nice and high, and then lift your chest up even more. Soften those ribs. Nice, Mia. Lean back. Lean back. Nice, Susie. Lean back. Now kick that back leg up nice and high. Beautiful, Megan. Yep. And then clasp your hands behind your back and bow. Bow forward. Gorgeous. Let both hands float inside your right knee, please. Both hands inside your right knee. You might need to step your back leg back just a little bit more, and then do big hip circles here as well. Big hip circles. Good. Come to stillness. Let your right knee fall out to the right. You're on your baby toe side of your right foot. Yeah. Now push your right seat back a little bit more, your right butt cheek back a little bit more. Nice, Alana. Lift your belly up. Lift your belly up. Good. Now lean your heart forward. Maybe even come down to your elbows. Maybe stay with straight arms. Maybe just walk your hands forward. Nice, Maria. You got it. And breathe into space. Make space. So your right low belly, I want it to lift a lot. So the right hip crease and your right low belly are separating away from each other. Pull away from each other. Nice, Angela, Audrey, Kathy, good. All right, and then go back to your down dog split. Lift that right leg back and up behind you. And lower that leg down. Come forward to plank. Lower all the way down to your belly. Keep your head lifted. Rise up into cobra. Open your mouth. Stick out your tongue. Press back to child's pose for a breath. And back you go to downward facing dog. Inhale that left leg back and up behind you. Lift it nice and high. Send your left foot forward, high lunge, arms to the sky. Bend those elbows wide. Pull your throat back, very vulnerable, right? Really opening in the chest. Lean back. You got it, Jane. Nice, Lisa. Nice, Ronnie. Clasp your hands behind your back. Big breath in. Bow forward. Deep bow. Beautiful, Susan. Hands to the floor, both inside your left knee. And nice hip circles here. You got it. Nice, Ken. Nice, Margie. And then find that stillness. Let your left knee fall out to the side. You might even move the left foot a little bit more center of the mat. And then you got to push your left butt cheek nice and wide and then scoop your low belly a lot. Pull the rib cage up. Even rounding your back a little bit here, right? Because you're going to puff out the kidneys. You're going to give the kidneys a lot of space right now. Nice, you guys. And then go ahead and draw that knee back up. Send that left leg back and up behind you, down dog split. Nice, Kathy. And then let that leg come down to the floor, come forward to plank. Vashisthasana, right hand holds you. Stack your left leg on top of your right leg. Left arm to the sky. Beautiful, Angela. And then touch down, Audrey, great. Marla, second side. Kim, beautiful. Jen Solomon. Good. Hand down to the floor. Linda, gorgeous. Lower down to your belly, Allison. Nice. Rise up. Beautiful, Lisa. Press back, child's pose. Take a breath or two. And last thing we want to do at the times that we've been moving through is to welcome hopelessness in. But it's in the wisdom of those moments where the greatest teachings come. And we understand that there's a goddess that stands for this. Pretty empowering, pretty perfect. You just don't have the goddesses that are gorgeous and I want to be her. No. There's a part of us that's despair and darkness, suffering. When I get to know who she is, I free myself. I'm not afraid of losing everything. Does it take a little work? I think so. Downward facing dog. Inhale that right leg back and up behind you again. And stepping your right foot forward, open up to Virabhadrasana 1, first warrior. Drop into that back heel. Lift up through the side body. Think that someone is over your head and holding your wrist and pulling you up a little bit more, lifting you up higher. As much as you're getting uplifted, right? Now pull the ribs in. Now bend the elbows. As if you have a barbell over the top of your head and you're pulling that down and lifting your chest up. Pull the navel in. Now lean back, lean back. Keep that front knee coming forward. Good, now clasp your hands behind your back again. Take another breath in and bow inside that right knee. Let your head come as close to the floor as you can, but keep those shoulders lifted. Gorgeous, you guys. Place both hands inside your right knee. Spin up your back heel. Dig your right shoulder underneath your right knee. Take your right shoulder underneath your right knee. And then squeeze your knee and your arm toward each other. You can place your right hand on the baby toe side of your right foot. So inside, underneath. Put your hand on the other side. The other way, inside. Yeah, good. Now your back knee is lifted. Now lean forward with your shoulder, but pull back with your shin. Lean forward with your shoulder. That's it, Kim. And then reach back. Very good. Now, can you lift your right hand off the floor? Can you lift your left hand off the floor? That's it, Maria. That's it, Mia. Yep, I know. Maybe even clasp your hands behind your back like that. Holy guacamole. That's it, Alana. And hands down to the floor, downward facing dog. My goodness. Take it through a vinyasa if you'd like. Josh told me class was too easy on Tuesdays, so I got to pump it up a little bit. Good. And here we go. Inhale the left leg back and up behind you, stepping the left foot forward, Virabhadrasana 1. Again, the idea of bending those elbows and pulling the chest up, but you got to pull those ribs in. The minute those ribs pop forward, we have too much of an arch in the back. So I pull down, but I lift up. I soften the ribs. I lean back. I have all that space now in my chest. Now clasp your hands behind your back. Nice, Megan. I love it, Kathy. Susie, Margie, Allison, and lean forward. Bow forward. Lisa, beautiful. Great, Ellen. Good. And then your hands drop again inside. Lift up the back heel. I want you to work your left shoulder inside your left knee. Before you even lift those hands up, I want you to push the knee or the shin back into the arm. So you're really pushing that shin forward, giving a lot of strength here, a lot of power. The back knee is lifted. You could even tuck your head, let your head drop for a moment, and then try to reach that left arm out to the left. Keep the shin coming forward. Right arm out to the right. And maybe clasp your hands behind you. Alana did on the other side. Nice, Lisa. And touch down. Downward facing dog. Gorgeous. I'm coming back in my next lifetime with super open shoulders or longer arms. Go through a vinyasa if you'd like, or stay right where you are. Nice, Marla. Beautiful. Everybody, super, super beautiful. Walk or jump to the front of your mat, standing forward bend. Deep bow here. Oh, Jen, sweetness. Good. Okay, come into squat, please. Take your right arm inside your right knee. Take your left arm to the sky. Stretch wide. Right arm inside your right knee. Right hand to the floor. Left arm to the sky. Yeah. Push your knee in your arm so you get that nice expanded open chest. That's it, Maria. Beautiful, Lisa. Jennifer. Good, Jane. And try the other side. Allison, beautiful. Good, Ken. Good. And then standing forward bend, please. Lift your butt high to the sky. Now clasp your hands behind your back. Drop your shoulders towards your ears so get a little bit more space there. And then start to stretch your arms over the back body, up and over any amount. Make sure your shins stay forward. And then drop your hands down to the floor. Beautiful. Bend your knees, reach your arms forward in up chair. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Prayer twist to the right. Good. Squeeze, 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 you guys. Squeeze your spine. Come back to chair. And prayer twist to the other side. Good. Push the butt back, push the head forward, get long in your spine, squeeze it, and come all the way up to stand. Relax your arms alongside the body, close your eyes and breathe. Feel yourself. Can your inner balance survive when all else collapses? Can you be the yogi when everything falls away? What does freedom feel like when there's nothing left to lose? Beautiful, you guys. With your eyes open, hug your left knee into your chest. Tree pose, please. Either above or below the knee. Place the foot. Any arm position of choice. When everything falls away, who am I? When everything collapses, where am I? Be steady here, even when you're falling. Be steady in the mind. Breathe deeply here. Please breathe deeply here. Your breath teaches you how to stay calm in the storm. Good. Release that foot. And try the other side. We're always seeking as yogis to find the part of us that never falls away, the eternal piece of ourselves. Who are you when you're not distracted by all the wants? I want this, I want that. Steady even when you're falling. And release that down. Good. So I want to do that. I want you, let me be clear, to do that again, but I'm going to have you hold it for 1 minute. I'm actually going to time it so that, again, even if you're falling, that you're keeping the mind really, really steady. So go to the first side, prepare for the first side. Actually, hold on a second. Let me just find my, there it is. Okay. I don't want you to hold it without, okay. So here we go. So go your first side again. And I want you to know that this is just a place of balancing the mind. And I want you to begin now, tree pose first side. With breath, arm position of choice, steady gaze. Imagine gazing into Dhumavati's eyes. Though the rest of her looks like she's deteriorating, her eyes are clear and bright. They're wise. Her boon, her gift to us is to recognize the eternal gift of who we are, even in a moment of despair or darkness. Even when we have nothing left, all is gone. "13 seconds. Steady gaze. And release. Beautiful. Nice, you guys. Right, sometimes when we go into tree pose, we're just there, right? We're not really in the moment, we're there, and then we get out of it. But if you're asked to stay a little longer, right, in these places, it's not really about how long you're hanging out there, but to find yourself steady. Let's try the second side. Go ahead, whichever your second side is. This is about your mind being steady and your eyes being clear. Go ahead and begin. Breathe deeply. Find yourself here. Meet yourself. Nothing to lose because everything is already lost. Get taller. "18 seconds. Keep your mind steady. As you exhale, release. Release. Good. Beautiful, you guys. Inhale the arms up to the sky. Exhale, bow forward. And don't hate me, okay? Step back to plank. 1 minute in plank. 1 minute. Keep the navel lifted, the rib cage lifted. Again, your awareness is purity. Plank pose here, 47 seconds. Lift those thighs, lift those ankles. Feel everything lifting, your throat lifting. If you're just hanging out on those shoulders, it's going to take time. You're going to be like, oh my God, this minute is like 12 minutes. You only got 30 seconds left. Pull up, everything, lift up, everything. 22 seconds. You're breathing, yes? Thank you. 12 seconds. Take a really deep breath in, drop down to your knees and press back to child's pose. I remember doing that in class one time, and I did it with you guys, and somehow I didn't set my timer, and it was a really long minute. But that was great, you guys. Nice. Breathe deep. Breathe deep. All right, you guys, just one more really great flow here, and then we'll come on to our back. So downward facing dog. Inhale that right leg back and up behind you. Maybe open up the hip if you'd like. Bring your heel to your butt and open up, stacking your right hip on top of your left. And then sending that right foot forward, opening up to Virabhadrasana 2. Watch that front knee. Make sure the knee points at that second toe. And taking your arms up to the sky. Let your left hand hold your right wrist and pull it back behind you. Beautiful. Push your knee forward a lot. And then straighten that right leg and reach for triangle pose, Trikonasana. Keep your head in line with your spine, please. You guys look amazing. As you breathe here, bend your front knee and come forward into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, waxing moon. Moon we're in right now. And step it back into second warrior once again. And placing your right hand inside your right knee onto the floor if you'd like. Left arm straight up to the sky. That's it. Push the knee, push the knee. Gorgeous. All right, you guys. Now lower that left hand down to the floor. Spin up your back heel. All right, here we go again. Send your right shoulder underneath your right knee. Send your shoulder underneath. Good. Now what I want you to do is to lean forward until your right foot lifts off the floor. Lift your right foot off the floor. Lean that knee onto that upper shoulder. Now keep the back foot on the floor, back foot on the floor. Just the front foot comes off the floor. Your right foot comes off the floor. Lift it up. Good. Some of you can start to send that right foot out to the right side. Send your right foot out to the right. Yeah, lean onto that elbow. So lean forward. Yes, yes. And then take that leg all the way back behind you, downward facing dog. Good thing we have a second side. Go through the vinyasa if you'd like. Nice, everybody. Okay, here we go. Left leg back and up behind you, stepping the left foot forward. You can open it up, certainly stack the hips. Yep. And then when you're ready, take it into Vira 2. Do your own thing, whatever that is, do it. Good, you guys. All right, arms up to the sky, hold on to the front wrist and pull back, extend back. Front knee moves forward. Straighten the front leg, take it into triangle pose. Watch the head. Beautiful, bend that front knee. Come into half moon pose. Nice, Margie. Open up. Megan, beautiful, Jane. Good, Alan. Yep. And then step back, Allison, step back to that Vera 2. Left hand comes inside your left knee, right arm to the sky. Some of you can bind here if you want to. You're welcome to bind. Good. And then here we go. Place your hands down on the floor. Spin up your back heel. Left arm comes inside the left knee. Your left hand goes on the opposite side, on the baby toe side of the foot. You're going to lean forward, so your weight's going to drop on top of that shoulder, so that your shoulder's going to hold that leg. You're going to lean forward and then try to lift your left foot off the floor. Lift your left foot off the floor. That's it, Lisa. And then spin that heel out to the left if you can. Now lean as if you're going into a push-up or a chaturanga with your upper body. That's it, Alana. You got it. And then take that leg off your shoulder and step back, downward facing dog. Woohoo! Any amount of that was good, you guys. All right, jump to squat. Lie on your back. Lie on your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Breathe deeply. Bless you. Hug your knees into your chest, like cooling energy. If you're really hot, you guys, some of you are in the air conditioning, some of you are outside, you can always do the sit-to-lee breath for a moment. O-shaped mouth, breathe in. Exhale, nose. Good. Happy baby pose, reach for your insteps. Now with all that work you guys have been doing by taking your shoulder underneath your knee, this is going to be so easy. So drop your left foot to the floor, left foot down to the floor. Take your right shoulder and start to reach underneath your right knee, lift your head. You got to widen your right sit bone though. That right sit bone has got to move to the right. So think of sit bone widening, space at the inner thigh, that's it. Lift your head and start to work that shin back towards your ear slowly. Don't force anything. And then release that back down. Really nice. Release your head. Rest for a moment with both knees bent. Maybe again, go back to that sit-to-lee breath. Good. And then try the second side. So again, if you're tucking your seat under towards your sacrum, you're not going to find as much space. Move your sit bone wide to the left. Move your inner thigh wide. Nice, Margie. Nice, Kathy. Yep. Some of you I can't see right now, but awesome work. Good, Lindsay. Yep. Yep. Good. And release down. Nice, Ken, Kim. Good. Nice, Marla. Good. Now cross your left ankle on top of your right knee. Left ankle, right knee. Hug your right knee into your chest. Make sure both feet stay flexed. Lift that, did I say left ankle to right knee? Yeah. Lift that right shin up. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Active, both feet active. Good. Lift your head up, reach for your right foot. Lift your head up, release your hands, and reach for your right foot. Keep your knee bent. Just reach for the foot. Yeah, it gets that navel squeezing in a lot. Nice. Release back down. Bend both knees on the floor. Both feet on the floor, knees are bent. Ankle to knee, second side. Nice, everybody. And then lift up your head, reach for that foot, squeeze in, feel the navel. And release down once again, let both feet touch the floor. Soft belly breathing here. And again, you're extra hot. Feel free to sit till you breath. O-shaped mouth, inhale, exhale, nose. Okay, hug your knees into your chest. Roll all the way up to sit, come into a cross-legged seat. And then lift your left shin up. Lift your left shin up and maybe cradle that left shin into your right elbow crease, or maybe just hold it. Lift that left shin up. You can even kind of rock it like a baby side to side. Some of you know where I'm going here. Good. And then take that left shin and any amount, put it over your shoulder. Any amount, put it over your shoulder. Good. Now place your left hand down on the floor and hold your foot with your right hand. Your arm is inside, Audrey. Your arm is inside that knee. Yeah. Oh, the other arm. The other arm. Your left arm. Yeah. Now that left hand is on the floor. And the right. Yep. Good. Now you're going to slowly start to stretch that left leg slightly to straight. Nice, you guys. Yep, Mia. Good, Jen. Good, Susan. Good, Lisa. Everybody, Maria. Everybody. Linda, look at you guys rocking sundial. Jen, Ronnie. Excellent. Everybody. Some of your feet I can't see. All right. Release. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice, nice. Okay. Nice, Angela. Okay. Try the other side. Go slow. I know you want to get to the end result, but rock that little baby side to side first. You've done such amazing work to get to this point. Go slow, like no pushing, right? Just opening slowly. Then start to work that right knee on top of that right shoulder. Go slow. Take the right hand down to the floor. Hold the foot with your left hand. And then ever so slowly start to straighten that leg. Ever so slowly start to straighten that leg. Nice. Beautiful, Marla, Kim, Ronnie. Good, Lisa. Yep. Jen. Yes. Maria, beautiful. And bring that back down. Oh, nice job, you guys. Bring the soles of your feet together. Lift your seat and send it back. Your hips should be beautifully open here. Come on forward any amount. Yeah. Nice, everybody. Breathing deeply. Cooling energy of the forward bend, soles of the feet together. Inhale, come on up. Stretch your legs nice and wide. Upavista Konasana. Wide-legged forward bend. Again, lift and send your butt back. And then you can walk your hands forward any amount. By the way, you can put plantains into your salads too. Back to plantain. But not pokeweed. Good, Allison. Good girl. That's so good. I love it. Maybe take a little side stretch if you'd like. Left arm inside your left knee, right arm over your ear. And to the other side. Flip side. Come on up. And give you a chance to do an inversion here. So shoulder stand, headstand, handstand, or lie on your back and take your legs to the sky. This is not potty break time. You know what? That second cup of coffee sounds great right now. Beautiful. Great choices, you guys. If you're in shoulder stand, make sure you're looking up towards your toes. Don't let your head look left or right. Have it straight up. If you're in headstand, make sure you press down through your head so you feel your neck muscles engage, and then reach up through your heels. Breathe deeply. Dhumavati, her boon, her gift for us, if we honor the ones that we wish to ignore or run away from. We honor that place inside of us that is shattered. There will impart divine wisdom. Right? Fairy tales are all full of the crones who, when treated kind, they whisper magical words into the ears of those who give them some moment, right? They don't ignore them. When you look lovingly into the face of disappointment, you tap into the most powerful love that there is. Feel free to do any leg variations here if you're in shoulder stand or headstand, maybe a little eagle pose with the legs, wrapping the legs. Maybe a little split, a little Hanuman here. Doom, 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 Dhumavati Swaha. In the darkness, reveal the light. Good, just another 30 seconds here, wherever you found yourself is perfect. And then find yourself moving back. Whether you're in headstand, you're bringing your knees down, or shoulder stand, you're bringing your butt back down. And then just pause for a moment. Just pause. We're going to all find ourselves on our backs. I'm going to take a bridge, and you can do a restorative bridge if you'd like. You can always place a block underneath your sacrum. Take your time, though. Coming out of shoulder stand or headstand, do what you need to do. And then once you're ready, again, either bridge with a block or without a block, with a block at your sacrum or not. Either way, press your knees forward, pull your ankles back. So I won't see your feet moving. It's just the energy of drawing the ankles back and pushing the knees forward so your whole foot stays anchored on the floor. Lift your chin up so that your chin is not touching your chest. If anyone wants to take a full wheel, you're welcome to do that now. Squeeze the tips of your shoulder blades together and then lower all the way back down from wherever you are. Take a moment before you hug your knees into your chest, please. And then as you feel ready, hug your knees into your chest. Lift and shift your hips to the right. Let your knees drop to the left. Twist. Excuse me. Really good, you guys. Come back to center. Switch your twist to the other side. Really good, you guys. And then finally come back onto your back. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees drop wide. And breathe deeply into this very soft belly breathing. Honoring those places inside of us who often we don't want to look at. There's places inside of us that are definitely not the places that we want to honor. And we want to look away from it. But when we actually sit with these places of being shattered or losing everything, growing older, you know, I've seen, and I'm sure you have too, so many, and you know, just all of us, so many people who are in their 80s and 90s that are just glowing, right? It's not age, it's what we bring to it. Good. And then as you're ready, let go of your legs. Come into Shavasana. Completely relax. She sits on a stalled cart. Stillness of the eternal present. Staying eternally present in this moment. And very gently begin to deepen your breath. Let your body stretch and yawn in any way that serves you well. And hug your knees into your chest. Roll to the right side. Come on up to sit. If you remember our closing chant, we will do that. Bringing your hands to your heart center. Together. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotir mrityorma amritam kamaya. The spirit of Dhumavati, may I see what is real, what is true, what is light, and what is eternal. Setting your hands to the space between the eyebrows. Namaste. Thank you guys so much. Releasing your hands down, opening your eyes.